Hello, welcome to training for the contractor approval workflow within the EPI system. My name is David Brizzi. In this training module, I will be reviewing the following topics as a DUA requester. Creating a new reused DUA request, which includes adding custodians as users, reusing and adding data files, uploading supporting documentation, review of the DUA, and printing the DUA. To begin, you will need to log into the Enterprise portal using valid EIDM credentials. Enter your username and password. Select your MFA device and its security code. Select the Agree to our Terms and Conditions checkbox and select the Login button. Select the EPI application tile from the My Portal screen and then select Application. From the EPI Home screen, select New Reuse to initiate a new DUA request. All required fields are indicated with a red asterisk. Select the Contractor Radio button and then Next. If you select Quit, you will return to the home screen. Your organization will be auto-populated unless you belong to multiple organizations. At that time, the option to choose will be presented. Next, select either No or Yes for adding a subcontracting organization. If you select Yes, enter the subcontracting organization name in the field and select the correct value from the drop-down menu. If the organization does not show in the drop-down, select the Cannot Locate the Organization link to submit a new organization, which is then routed to the EPI administrators for approval before your process can continue. Select the Add button to add the organization to the table below. Continue this process to add as many organizations as you need to, and select the Next button when you are done. On the main information page, enter the project name, contract number. You can enter an optional task order number. Enter the contract start date and end date. Select your core's name from the drop-down list. If your core does not appear in the drop-down, select the Cannot Locate the Core link and follow the instructions. Select the Next button to continue. From the Custodians DESI Users screen, indicate any custodians and/or DESI users for this DUA request. At least one custodian is required to be identified. Select the Add Custodians DESI User button to begin the process. Select the Custodian DESI Users organization. Pick a user from the list of values in the Select Users field. If the user is not found, use the Add New User link and complete the fields. Pick the Select User Location dropdown to indicate their location. If the location you need to select is not there, use the Add New Location link and complete the fields. Select Yes or No for Is the selected user a DESI user question? If the answer is no, then select Submit to add them to the table. If the answer is yes, you're required to enter their EUA user ID and then select Submit to add them to the table. There is no limit to the number of custodians DESI users that can be added to the DUA. Select Next to navigate to the Reuse Data Files selection page. Select Yes to reuse or No to move on to reuse data files from previously approved active DUAs. For the purposes of this training module, select Yes and allow the page to refresh. A table of available data file descriptions for reuse will display. You can make multiple selections from the prime or subcontracting organizations. Select the Add Selection to DUA Request button. Use the Edit link for the first file in the table to begin the setup process. Choose the available year range from the drop-down. Pick the from year and to year from the available year range. Select quarters and states if applicable. Select the Add button and then Next. The Custodians tab will display any previously identified custodians as view only. Select Next to go to the Shipping Information tab. Since the data being reused has already been provided, you will not be required to indicate shipping information. Select Finish when you are done. Select the Edit link for the next file to set up, or select the Apply All link to apply the custodian and data storage location to the selected data files. You will still be required to indicate the available year range, from year, to year, and quarters, and states if applicable. Select the Next button to move to the New Data File selection page. Select your privacy level. A list of data files associated with the chosen privacy level will display. You can search for files on keywords and specific data file descriptions. Select the checkbox next to the files, then select the Add Selection to DUA Request button to add them to your DUA request. You can change the privacy level and choose additional files and add them to your selection as well. Select the Edit link for the first file in the table to begin the setup process. Select the data file extraction percentage / cohort value. Select the from and to years. Select specific quarters and states if applicable. These are both optional fields. Now select the Add button to add these choices to the table below. Select Next when you are done. The Custodians tab will display any previously identified custodians as view only. Select Next to go to the Shipping Information tab. Select your access method. Direct access, if someone will be extracting the data directly from the selected data disseminator. DESI IDR will be chosen by default if there is at least one DESI user identified on the DUA. Shipping, if you intend to have the encrypted data shipped to you. Select the data dissemination system, primary recipient, which is populated based on the custodians on the DUA, data shipping location, or select Add New Location, and optional carrier information. Both direct access and shipping combines both. Select the Add button to include in your DUA request, if applicable, then select the Finish button. Select the Next button if all data files selected have a status of complete. If not, continue the setup process until all complete files have a complete status. The Apply All feature here will apply all settings to the subsequent files. Upload any supporting documentation for this DUA request on the Upload Documents screen. One file that should be uploaded is the DUA Addendum Form 0235A, also known as the Signature Addendum. Files of invalid formats, such as JPEG and PNG, will be rejected. Select Next when you have uploaded all necessary documents. Review all information entered on the review screen and select Next to proceed to the Terms and Conditions page. The DUA lifecycle is an event log of sorts that will show any user who views the DUA a history of this DUA. Enter comments in the comments field, optional. They will show in the DUA lifecycle comments field. Revert the terms and conditions before selecting the checkbox, therefore indicating your agreement. Then select Submit. You are taken to the DUA request status page. From here, you can print the DUA. You should be able to view this DUA from the submitted queue as well. The DUA is then routed to your core for approval. This concludes this training module. If you have any questions, please contact the EPI Help Desk at 844-EPI-DUA or 844-377-3382 or via email at epi@cms.hhs.gov. They are available Monday through Friday from 9 a.m. to 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time.